In 1637, René Descartes made a fundamental statement that shaped the course of Western philosophy. Cogito ergo sum, I think, therefore I am. This idea was one of the sparks that ignited the Enlightenment in Europe and revolutionized the Western worldview. But what if Descartes got this completely wrong? And what if this view caused many generations to miss out on something much deeper and more fundamental? What if it was the cause of undue suffering and frustration? Hello, I'm Rob Phillips, and welcome to my channel, where I teach you how to live a more balanced and present life through yoga and meditation. Today, we're going to get a little bit deep and we're going to get a little bit philosophical. We're going to talk about the idea of thoughts as they relate to our lives, and most importantly, as they relate to our practices of yoga and meditation. As always, these thoughts are drawn from my newsletter, so if you're not already subscribed to that, please follow the link down below so you can get these thoughts as soon as they are coming out. Otherwise, as well, if you're not subscribed to my channel already, please do, and please give this video a like if you end up enjoying the content. So roughly 2,000 years before Descartes and thousands of miles away, the Buddha and his disciples came up with a very different conclusion of things. Thoughts, as they saw them, were no different from any of our other senses. We can experience our thoughts in very much the same way we might hear a sound, see a sight, feel something in our body. Thoughts come and go just like everything else within our experience. And so based on these observations, they came to a very different conclusion. You are not your thoughts. Your thoughts do not create your reality. And so they set out on a very different path. And so in order for you to see this in real time, we're going to do just a very simple practice that will take a few seconds. So here, as you are sitting, please close your eyes, relax the body, settle into this experience. Let yourself go quiet, and I would like you to end this practice as soon as you notice a thought has arisen. What happened just now? While I can't guarantee it, I would say that for almost all of you watching this video, in that relatively short pause, a thought arose. We were not able to stop that thought from coming up in the first place. And the funny thing is, you probably didn't even intend for that thought to arise. It came without your intentions. It showed up really on its own accord. And so this is the logic that shows us that we are not our thoughts. Thoughts can arise independently of a separate self, which creates them. And this is where, in my opinion, Descartes got things completely wrong. Since we do not create our thoughts, since they can occur without our direct control, we cannot possibly be our thoughts. Our thoughts do not create our identity. However, at the same time, I want to be clear that I'm not saying that thoughts do not matter. In fact, they are very important. Thoughts are a huge part of how we create things. They're how we make sense of the world. They're how we make order. They're even how I'm working through the process of making this video for you right now. I would even go so far as to say that this ability to think rationally is one of the defining traits that makes us human. This is what Descartes got correct. However, it's essential to understand the limitations and pitfalls of the thinking mind. When we get lost in thought, when we identify excessively with our thoughts, suffering is bound to follow. By contrast, when we step back from our thoughts, when we relax and just see the thoughts come and go as they always do, we're bound to experience a reduction in our suffering. You may have even noticed that during the brief practice we did about a minute ago here. Did you notice the space between when we first intended to sit and that first thought arising? Did you notice the space? What happened there? What remained between your thoughts? The answer is awareness. Independent of our thinking mind is the sense of awareness itself, and it's always there if we make the space for it. Thoughts happen most of the time for most people, but if you step back and tune into things, there are pauses, many pauses throughout your day. And it's in these pauses that we can create this deeper sense of connection with awareness itself. By contrast, when we train ourselves to focus on awareness itself, our thoughts have less pull. They can cause us less stress and anxiety. This is one of the secrets as to why meditation can be so powerful. We are training ourselves to separate ourselves from our thoughts. We are training ourselves to rest in this place of awareness. And it's in this place of awareness that we can find a sense of peace. We can find this natural sense of calm, really at all moments. And as we make this shift, we start to live lives where thoughts are another part of our experience and we can use them as we need to, but they do not dominate us, they do not control us, and they absolutely do not create our identity. And so by stepping back from our thoughts, we're able to tap into this deeper, more profound way of being, and over time this can lead to ultimate liberation, ultimate freedom from suffering itself. And so I'd like to end this video by turning Descartes' quote on its head. I realize that I am not my thoughts, therefore I am free. Thank you so much for watching. If you have thoughts, questions, or observations, let me know down below. I know this is a fairly deep and subtle concept. Again, if you enjoyed these sort of philosophical reflections, please subscribe to my newsletter so you can see them as soon as I come out with them. And as always, if you enjoyed the video, please give it a like and please subscribe to my channel if you want to see more videos like this.